guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a October planning video. I'm going to be going through each category of my business plan and talking through what my goals are for October to progress my business, as well as talking about a few personal goals that are related to business and that are important in my journey going forward. And then lastly, we're going to end with the tactics that I'm using to stay motivated, stay focused, and stay productive throughout the week, while also staying balanced and making sure I prioritize my health, mental and physical, as well as my relationships. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first I want to start with my business categories. We're going to be starting with client work. So in the month of October, I have quite a few freelance clients that I'm currently working with. For reference, I'm currently working with about 5 clients, and I have 2 new clients that are expected to start in the month of October. So for client work, the main thing I want to do is get those contracts in place and get those projects started so I can start to actually plan out what my week to week is going to look like and figure out exactly how much time I can allocate to each of these clients and what my hours are going to need to look like to actually get the work done. This also is going to be a period of setting up schedules for these clients in terms of what things they need to get done, what the project timeline is, and giving them deliverable dates that I can feasibly do so that we're all on the same page with the deadlines and deliverables. And if you want to see all that process while it's happening, then make sure to subscribe because I will be doing vlogs throughout this process. I'm trying to move to, which you'll see in a minute, a schedule where I'm doing 2 videos per week, 1 vlog about my journey, as well as 1 sit-down video like this one where I give you guys practical advice, tips, reflections, things like that. So make sure to join the community. If you're new, we're so happy to have you. Leave a comment down below and let us know where you're at in your current journey. So the next component of my business is my YouTube channel. So you guys here. So my goal for October, like I said, is to post those 2 videos per week, 1 vlog, 1 sit-down style video where I'm giving you guys practical tips, practical advice, and showing you my reflections and how I actually do what I'm doing. The next goal for October regarding my YouTube channel is to start a long-term brand partnership that I am currently negotiating. It's finalized, but we're still trying to figure out the deadline and when that's going to start up, but it's looking like it's going to be starting in October. So I want to get that going, get those deadlines figured out, and start working on that partnership. And then lastly, this one is a new one for me, and I'm kind of nervous and I'm a little scared to even say that this is a goal of mine, because one thing that I've always struggled with is the idea of reaching out to other people. I think it's because in my past, I have been really bad with my boundaries regarding responding to others. I used to feel strong obligation to always respond to other people. I'm working on those boundaries and working on creating a healthy relationship with my phone in general and notifications and messages that come in, as well as emails. I still am someone who wants to respond to everyone, but I now realize I don't need to respond to people right away. I don't need to respond immediately. And if I can't do what the person is asking of me, then I can say no, and that's okay. So at the end of the day, it's disrespecting my boundaries and my own personal space and time I need, as well as not being able to say no when it's not something I actually want to do. Those are 2 things I'm working on. So because those are past issues of mine and struggles that I'm currently working to get through, I think it is hard for me to want to reach out to other people, but that is what I want to do in the month of October. So late October, early November, I'm planning on going up north to the Northeast. I'm going to be going to Washington, D.C., New Jersey, and New York City to visit some friends. I also just really want to see the fall leaves because I'm just really jealous of my friends right now who are all up north, and I do miss the weather up there. That's pretty much the only thing I miss, but I miss the weather a lot. So I'm really looking forward to planning a trip up there now that we're kind of more financially stable and I'm in a place where I would feel comfortable financially doing this and putting money towards it. So super excited about the trip, but one thing I really want to do with this trip is collaborate with other creators. So my goal is to reach out to multiple creators until I can get someone to say yes to do some type of collaboration with me when I'm up north. So if you guys know of any creators you think I should collaborate with, leave them down in the comments below because I am compiling my list. I'm not going to be sharing which creators I reach out to and which I don't, because I don't want to put any pressure on other creators to respond, but I will of course tell you who I end up collaborating with if there is a collaboration that happens. So please let me know of any creators that are in any of those areas, anywhere in the Northeast region that you think would be someone I should reach out to. I'm really looking to push myself out of my comfort zone with this one, and I'm looking forward to see what happens with it. So the next category of my business is what I just call my brand. So that is everything outside of just my YouTube channel, my YouTube community. And I have 2 goals for the month of October regarding my brand. The first one is I finally want to create and send out a community survey for you guys to fill out so I can see exactly where you're all at in your journey and how I could potentially help you in the future. And secondly, I want to start actually sending out my newsletter to my email list. So if you are not on my email list, I will have a link down below. I'll have it in the pinned comments for you guys so you can join the list and be ready for that first newsletter that is going to come out in October. I'm super excited to use my writing skills to actually post newsletters. That is also where I will send out a special version of the community survey. So make sure to get on that email list if you're interested in doing the special version, which will have a great opportunity for anyone on my mailing list who fills out the survey. So yeah, definitely get on the email list before that survey comes out in mid-October because you'll have a special opportunity if you get it through my email list. Otherwise, if you're not interested in whatever that is, I will be posting the community survey on my community tab on YouTube. So stay tuned for that as well. And I'll probably also mention it in a video so that you guys see it in case YouTube does not give you my community posts because I know they don't show them to everyone. So my personal goals. So like I said, it's to plan that trip up north. So that is for me personally. I'm really excited. I don't know if I've been talking about it much, but I've been on a few trips in the past year that have not in any way been trips I planned myself. I have enjoyed all the trips, don't get me wrong. They've all been with family and I'm really, really grateful that they invited us and also helped pay for most of the trip, because they really just wanted to do family trips. I've done one with my mom. I've done one with Oliver's family. I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. But either way, I've loved these trips, but me and Oliver have not been in a financial position to go on our own trips. The last trip that I think we went on together was a long time ago. I think it was like the winter after we got married. So it'll be like 2 years since we've been on our own trip that we planned and decided to go on ourselves. I'm not exactly sure if Oliver's going to be able to come up north. He might come for like a weekend of the whole time I'm there because I'm looking to go for like at least a week. So not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but I am just really excited to be able to do a trip that I want to do the things I want to do on the trip, go to New York, which I haven't been there in years, and see all of my best friends that all live up north because most of my best friends live up north, so I'm pumped for that. The next 2 are less fun, but very practical and very important. First is that in the month of October, I am going to find and sign up for some type of health insurance and actually do a preventative visit for a general doctor, as well as a female doctor, as well as a dentist. So that is my goal in October, is to at least set up some type of insurance and get those visits on the books. They don't need to happen in October, but I want to get them on the books before the end of the year. So that is my goal in October now that we financially are in a better spot. When he started his new job, we thought that maybe we would be able to start using his job's insurance and I could get on his insurance, but it was way, 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 way overpriced to have me on his insurance and we just can't afford it. So we're not going to be using his insurance and his job's insurance and putting me on that, but we are going to be getting me my own insurance. Probably is going to be more of like a catastrophic plan, and I'll probably do preventative visits on my own dime and go in as a no insurance customer and basically say I want to pay cash. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing, but stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you have asked me in the past about my journey with health insurance and what that's looked like after quitting my job, because I have not had health insurance since I quit my job. So that is something I'm really looking forward to and something I should have done a long time ago, but I just was not prioritizing it financially because it just didn't feel like a priority to me, honestly, which is not great, but that's just the truth. Luckily, nothing crazy has happened, but I'm very excited to have some type of health insurance so I don't have to constantly be in fear about something bad happening to me and not having insurance for it. So looking forward to that, and stay tuned for updates on that. And then the other piece is I want to set up a new investment strategy. So I have not been investing in a long time. I've invested a tiny amounts of money here and there throughout the past year whenever we've had some type of extra cash, but really it's been nothing. I think I just invested like a few $100 in crypto like months ago, and that's all I've done. So I'm really excited to be in a spot where we actually are making more than we're spending on required expenses each month, so I can get insurance and then also start investing that money. So I want to come up with a strategy and decide what we are going to be putting our money towards, make those decisions, and set up some auto transfers to just do that for us so that our portfolio is at least growing and we're starting to invest again in things that we can invest in. So again, stay tuned. I want to bring back the money and financial updates where I go into more detail. So that is something I will talk about in one of those future videos, which brings me right into the last section of this video, which is tactics that I'm going to be using to achieve all of this. What am I going to do to actually get all of this done and not feel crazy burnt out and stressed and still prioritize my family and friendships? So number one is I'm thinking I'm going to reinvest in YNAB, or You Need a Budget Again. If you guys haven't been around for a while, I used to use YNAB. I used it literally since I was like 16. It was free when you were in college. So I literally had it free up until I started my 9-to-5 job back in 2020. I paid for it in 2020, paid for it in 2021, and it was about to renew just back maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago-ish, and I canceled it because we could not afford to pay the monthly subscription fee again. So I'm thinking about re-signing up for YNAB because I've been using a Notion template that I created and it's been going great, but I now don't have as much time to devote to using the template. Although it's free and it gets the job done, it takes much, much longer than YNAB does to get all my transactions in there and actually budget out my money. So I'm looking forward to reinvesting in YNAB, using that again as my budgeting system that I use. And that will also come with a lot more flexibility with the information that I have regarding my budget so that I can do more financial updates for you guys, which I'm looking forward to. That also is going to allow me to be able to really clearly set money aside in a simple, easy way for these things that I'm talking about, such as the trip up north, health insurance, investments, things like that. So I can set all of that up in my budget on YNAB. I'm really excited about it. I just can't wait. I also think we're going to be opening up a joint bank account soon because I finally got my name changed. I'm actually Paige West now. I know you guys probably, I don't know if you knew that or not, but West is my husband's last name. And I've not been able to change my name because of everything that's been going on in the world. It's been closed where I could not go to change my name. Finally, they made it easy again where you could go in person and get your name changed. I didn't have to send documents in the mail, which freaked me out. I didn't want to send my social security card and driver's license in the mail. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that. I could go in person. I got my name changed and I'm actually officially Paige West since, I don't know, like a month and a half ago or something. So super excited about that. But with that means that now I have to go through the whole process of changing every account that I own that has my old name on it to my new name, which is just a whole hassle and process. So I'm trying to figure out what that looks like, but I think we're also going to be opening up a joint bank account to at least pay our big bills out of so that we're not like constantly like, oh, transfer money here. Can you transfer money over to me? Venmo me this, Zelle me that. Like, I'm so sick of doing that. I would like to have a spot where at least some of our money goes and is able to just auto pay our bills so I don't have to stress about it anymore, because that would just take a load off my shoulders if I'm not constantly freaking out about like, oh, we need to pay rent, send me this amount and I'll put this much in and blah, 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 blah. Like, I just want it to be in an account and just auto pay. That's all. The next tactic that I'm going to be using is, this is something I haven't actually, I think I maybe mentioned this in my community tab. So I actually did the 75 Hard Challenge by Andy Frisella back a few months ago. I finished it at the beginning of August. And it was completely life transforming and has definitely improved my mindset on so much. I'm definitely more mentally tough and capable and determined to get things done. And I know what I'm actually capable of instead of just being lazy and saying that it's not possible. I got my tattoo to prove that I completed it, and I'm very happy and proud of myself for doing that. And now I'm ready to start phase 1, which is a 30-day challenge that you do after completing 75 Hard, which is a 75-day challenge. So I'm actually going to be creating a video talking all about that and how it transformed my opinion of my life and business and my mindset towards money and all of those things. So stay tuned for that video. But in the meantime, I will be starting phase 1 in October and completing it on October 30th. So October 1st to October 30th, which this really helps me to get my mind in gear and just get done what I need to get done. It also helps me with balance, even though it does take up a ton of time and it's overwhelming. I do 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of them is just an outdoor walk, which gives me fresh air, helps me clear my mind. I'm a lot less stressed. I sleep a lot better while I'm on it. I drink a ton more water because you have to drink a gallon of water every day. It really gets my health in check and gets my body and my mind in check so that I can actually get done what I need to get done. The only thing it makes difficult is prioritizing friends and family because it does take up a lot of time. So I do want to be very intentional about setting aside time to spend time with Oliver, spend time with my family and things like that. So my mom's birthday's in October, so I will be going down to see my family in October for that. And one of the tasks for phase 1 is that you set 3 critical tasks for the day and you have to get them done. And you have a lot of flexibility. You can pick whatever critical tasks you want. So my plan is to set up critical tasks that either equate to my business goals, equate to my personal goals, or equate to spending time with friends and family and doing things that are going to improve my day and my life in a positive, healthy way with my relationship. So that's my goal with that. I'm really looking forward to using phase 1 as a stepping stone or a building block to actually achieve my goals in October and not look at it like a hindrance or something that takes up too much time, which is something I want to work on with my mindset. Putting my health first and doing things that are good for my body and my mental health and my sleep schedule and things like that is the most beneficial thing you can do. It is not a hindrance to me being able to get stuff done. It's actually a positive. So that's something I really want to keep in my mindset, keep in the forefront of my mind while I'm doing the challenge in October. The next thing I've been doing is putting in my Notion on each day in my weekly planner spread how much money I actually made during that day. And this has been really motivating me. I did this all of last week, and at the end of the week, I took that amount, totaled it all up, and I put last week I made $1,810. Very motivating to see that. And that's not just how much I got paid. I'm not talking about all of my invoices came in on the same week, so I made that much. That's just the hours I worked multiplied by my rate and adding it together for the week, I made $1,810. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm loving this new process of adding up how much I make in the week. That was a really high week for me. I'm not making $1,800 a week every week. This week is, let's see, so far Monday through Thursday, I made $880. Today's a Friday. So I still have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I have 2 coaching clients I work with that I work with on the weekend. So I'm probably estimating that I will make I don't know, I'll at least make over $1,000 this week. Maybe $1,100 would be my guess, but it's not gonna be $1,800 like last week. Still really high though, so that's good. I'm feeling really good about where my income has been going the past few weeks and the past few months. So everything is on the up and up, which is awesome. So that is what I am planning to continue doing in the month of October because it has been super motivating and just helps me to see which tasks are critical, which work that I do that burns me out. And then at the end of the day, I don't have a lot of value to show for it, which helps me to see I might need to raise my rates for this task, or maybe I need to let go of this project and take on something more technical, or maybe get help with this project. It just really helps me to put into perspective what I should be working on and what is important that helps grow my income and grow my business versus what items are not growing my business and also not growing my income that I should change up, drop, or whatever. And the last thing I want to talk about is the 12-week year, which is something I made a video on a few weeks, maybe a few months ago now. I can't even keep up. I completely dropped the ball in the 12-week year. It really did help me the first few weeks. I feel like I got a lot of good progress made with my goals that I had for it. But then all the interviews and all of that stuff happened and the CNN thing, and I started a ton of new freelance projects. Like all of this new stuff started coming in for me. I was finishing up 75 Hard. All of this was great. And honestly, I feel like it's a result of me, number one, doing 75 Hard, which was focusing on my goals all the time and getting done things I needed to get done. And then also number two, doing the 12-week year helped bring more into my business and into my channel and into my life by me, again, prioritizing and focusing on my goals. So once all of that started happening, I had to kind of just put everything on pause because I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed. I need to restructure everything that I'm doing in my life because my current system is not going to keep working with this new level that I need to be performing at. So I very much shifted everything around. And because of that, I dropped the ball in my 12-week year. So in October, I want to reset my 12-week year in a way that it's focusing on the goals that I'm talking about today. So that's how I want to restructure it. And then I want to utilize something called the Best Self Planner. I will give you guys a link in the description to the planner. I used this a lot back in the day in college. It's a great planner for a passion project is how I would like to describe it. It's not a great planner for your schoolwork or projects, in my personal opinion. I think they have an academic planner though, which is probably great, but I think it's a 13-week planner. It's a quarterly planner. So it really goes along well with the 12-week year concept, with your last week just being kind of like a refresh week and reset and reflect kind of thing. So I'm going to be using it starting in October to track my goals, get done what I need to get done, put my 3 critical tasks in for phase 1 of 75 Hard, and just make sure I'm managing everything I need to get done. I like to use Notion on a day-to-day to track my actual freelance tasks, but I'm going to be using the planner to track my main goals for my business, which are things that I'm not great at actually tracking in my Notion. I tend to focus my Notion on get this deliverable out, contact this client, send this invoice, like things that actually are driving my freelance business and driving my income. But I want to use the planner and use the 12-week year to focus on the longer term plans that I have for my business and my brand, my YouTube channel, my personal goals that are going to really help up level me and make sure that I don't get stuck at this freelance level where I'm still trading time for money, because I'm trying to work past that, but I have to start there. So again, all things I can talk about in future videos. I feel like I just like ranted off about 30 different video ideas that I could do, and I need to remember them and put them down in my list for later. But let me know if there's anything that I talked about today that you really want me to talk more about. Put it down in the comments down below so I know it's something that you guys are interested in and that would be helpful for you. But that is all I have for today's video regarding my goals for October. I'm really looking forward to this month. I think it's going to be a great month, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me and share how the journey and process goes, give you the updates throughout the week with my vlogs, and then give you an overview at the end of the month and show you how I'm adjusting to plan for the next month. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.